What is good, everybody? It's your boy Fury, and I'm back hours later because something just came across my radar via Twitter, and it's this whole situation of Romeo Nance. And Romeo Nance did not know about this. Was not in the media. Not anybody I know was talking about it. Apparently, this young man here, as you can see, let me share the screen with y'all. This young man here that you can see here suspectedly killed 7 people. And let's get into the story right now. Let's see. Hopefully, you guys can hear it. Let me know. I'm trying to test out this audio, make sure everything's all right. Every time I think I made a breakthrough, I get a setback. Let's see. Let's go into it. Get into it.
Red Toyota Camry. Joliet police responding this afternoon to the 2200 block of West Acres Road that's on the west side of Joliet. Authorities say multiple people were found shot. Robin Judy, investigators have been on scene on this residential block since early afternoon after making a gruesome discovery in 2 homes, and now there's an active manhunt underway for a person considered armed and dangerous. Police at this hour are seeking an individual by the name of Romeo Nance. Authorities releasing a photo of Nance, and they say he may be driving a red Toyota Camry. Joliet police responding this afternoon to the 2200 block of West Acres Road that's on the west side of Joliet. Authorities say multiple people were found shot to death in 2 homes on that block. Police have not said exactly how many victims there are and what may have led to the gunfire, but an active investigation is now underway. Again, that person people are seeking, identified as Romeo Nance, and investigators also releasing images of the car he's believed to be driving. Again, a red Toyota Camry with license plate number Q730412. That's Q730. 412. Police also asking that anyone with information call Joliet police. And again, Nance should be considered armed and dangerous. We're live in Joliet. Eric Hong, ABC 7 Eyewitness News. Okay.
And that was basically to get you guys up to speed on the situation before going into further detail. All right, so now that I feel like we got the audio situation out of the way for the most part. Um, so you have an idea of what happened here. Now let's see if we can get some more details here, because apparently not many people but the news are talking about him. He's a 23-year-old man from Illinois. This was Chicago, I believe. Um, and I don't see much here about him. So, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to the good old fashioned search engine, and I'm gonna put in his name. There we go, because I looked him up earlier. Oh, and they asked the same question I did too. Suspect in 8 Illinois murders dies in Texas via deletion, y'all. Via deletion, and I don't hear much about this. You know who I heard this from? One of those fucking people on X, that rug dude. I don't know who recommends him to me while his information comes up, but he was talking about how Romeo Nance has a prior record, which I'm not surprised. In Chicago, they like to catch and release. They like to keep the worst out on the street so they can keep doing their worst. And Chicago could just be a forever meme. But they're doing the same thing with the migrants, too. The migrants are committing the same, well, not murderous crimes like this, but they are criminals. And everybody's just catch and release. Let's look up his criminal record and see what comes up. It said that Nance reportedly had a lengthy criminal record that has been arrested a year ago for a string of felony gun charges. How fitting. Okay? It was unclear that if he was currently out on bond on those charges or according to report. See? Dies in Natalia, Texas police confrontation via deletion. There's not really much on him. It's like he had gun felony charges, okay? But there's also video that said, let's go to X, or X formerly. Let's see if there's anything on him. Official site. Am I in? Let's see. Oh, here I am. All right, cool. There we go. So, let me look up Romeo. Oh, no. Let's go to X. Search for you. Search. Let's just look that up. Situation. All right. Oh boy, you know they're gonna get their hands on this one. They're the conservatives. Huge mass shooting in Joliet, Illinois. Well, not Chicago technically, but of course they're gonna blame it on Chicago because of reasons. 8 dead, 1 wounded. Shooting occurred in 2 different homes. Police say Romeo Nance, 23 years old, is the gunman and now has committed suicide. The only victim named so far is Toyosi Bakare, an immigrant from Nigeria. So it's funny how they make sure you know he was from Nigeria. But what's going on with the other 7 people, which is the question. And now they say this is Romeo Nance. This is manhunt underway from in Joliet. All right, this is the Camry. Okay, yeah, Colin Rugg said this is it here. Look at it. See? The conservatives are talking about it. The conservatives are talking about it because it fits an agenda. The rest of this hero Roman should have been in jail waiting for his trial. Fitness mom. I mean, come on. Like, I don't fuck with a lot of conservatives, but they have a point here. A lot of people do have a point. He should have been in jail because of the felony gun charges, but we got to read more into that just to make sure. Okay. Same thing. Just killed 8 people. Same report. Same thing. Colin Rugg. All right. Baller alert. Here we go. Baller alert. Somebody finally different talking about it. 23-year-old killed 7 people in Chicago. They said there's video. There's somewhere I read on here, and I'm not making this up, y'all. There's video that he actually he got into a dispute with I believe the decedent, Mr. Picard, before rolling back around and opening fire, and that's how the video ended. I don't have that video. I'll probably get flagged if I show it, but I wanted to see if anybody got it so you can take a look at it yourself. Yep, see, all right. But it's a bearded white guy. You know how that be. Romeo Nance was on bail and due back in court in February. That's too far. These court cases got to happen a lot sooner. I don't give a damn where you from. I don't give a damn what race you are. If serious crimes should not be allowed to linger because you give criminals, any type of criminal, leeway to do some shit again. Yep. And I'm not going to even defend him and say mental health, but mental health You never know what's going on with people today. They're just one bad day away from you being their victim. So the marshals hunted him down, and they said he shot himself in the head. But my question is, why? What's the beef between Mr. Nance here and the people that were murdered? That's what I want to know. I'm not saying, oh my God, I need to have context to justify his murder. No, there's no justification to this. I want to know in context exactly. I want to know why. He's so young, y'all. This is a young black man, I believe. So young. And you took out 8 people, then took out yourself. And was it in face of knowing the consequences or so? Like, what is going on? What are we doing here? Give me 1 second. Let me fix something on my watch. All right, there we go. See, people got a point here. I'm glad people are saying that rather than saying, oh my God. Well, we know damn well if the 7 other people that were killed, more than likely they were probably of Nigerian descent or black descent. We know if they were of PC descent, these people wouldn't have this whole where's the justice at, like why is this going on? They be trying to fucking tiki torch us all. But they have a point here. And unfortunately we know we could take it at face value, but it is a valid point. Why? And I just said it minutes ago. Why are trials and tribulations and all this stuff so far and few between for people who have done serious crimes? Ooh, a gun charge ain't nothing to just glance over. It's all right, fine. He ain't gonna shoot nobody. Um. So and so is that he's not gonna escape. I feel like, with certain crimes, it should be swift reaction. It should be like, okay, there's certain crimes that you can't be putting people out on bail on. Now I can understand if you got into a fight or so and there was a brawl and now you face charges for that. But if you beat somebody within an inch of their life, you shot somebody, there shouldn't be some stance like, okay, I just need to just basically, okay, he needs to have his day in court. And that's going to be 3 months from now. Like, does that make any sense to any of you? It don't make any to me. So, now finish the story. Romeo Nance attempted to kill a woman last year by shooting her. He was arrested but bonded out over Governor Pritzker's new law allowing felons to bond in a wait trial. Oh, and the last time I checked, let's look up Pritzker. Let's look up Governor Pritzker and see what his alliance is. Just everything has a motive. Okay, so that's Pritzker right there. Good business feeling. Pritzker was born in Palo Alto, California in 65. So that makes him, if I'm 46 years old this year and he's 13 years old, that make him 58 going on 59-year-old man. Okay. Member of the Pritzker family, one of those folks. Okay. Let's see where he lies at. Does it say here? The Pritzkers sue. Okay. I understand now. Now I get it. Now I really get it. His background says it all. The fix is in, people. The fix is in. If you look at his background and see what family he comes from and this new law he passed, this is the fix is in. See, if crime in Illinois was handled swift and justly, and this is not me saying, oh my God, um, you get what I'm saying. If it, with crime in general, if it was handled swift and justly in a timely manner, no 3 months or 2 months ahead of time to be like, okay, here now, wait for the charge. Now, I mean, you can wait all this time, which gives people opportunity to fuck up again. So let's see what his political leaning is. That's what I want to know. Political party. This is what I want to know. He's from a wealthy background. Democrat. Hell, yeah. Yeah, now it's starting to make a little bit sense here. I'm not even a Republican. I'm not a Republican or Democrat. Fuck both of them. Fuck them. But get what I'm saying here. Look at this situation here, y'all. Now, finish this. And Colin Rugg is a conservative, and people who follow them are staunch conservatives, right? So look what Still Guy right here says. Romeo Nance attempted to kill a woman last year by shooting. He was arrested but bonded out under Governor Pritzker's new law allowing felons to bond out awaiting trial. And not only is it lucrative to the state of Illinois, it also gives criminals like him the opportunity to fuck up again when they could be dealt with quickly. No bond. You attempted to kill somebody. Why are you still walking the streets? Anybody in general. I don't give a damn if you were Romeo Nance. I don't give a damn if you were this guy here with the beard and the glasses. This one here, if you look like him. Because they be the most dangerous ones too. But you get what I'm saying, right? I don't give a damn where you come from. If you committed a crime of that magnitude, there should be no bail, yo. Do I sound crazy for saying that? I mean, do I? I don't know. You tell me. So, let's go further. So Pritzker's, this is why a lot of them, and then the migrant situation is not helping either. Right? And they're not going to talk about that much on here either. One of the people that he deleted was a Nigerian man. I don't know how long. He's been in this country for 3 years, so he's pretty much, I doubt he's a citizen. But I don't know if that's the thing. I'm not going to start rumors like that. I'm not going to be like, that's the reason. We don't know. They haven't released the identity of the other 7 people who've lost their life. They haven't released them. But this young man had 23 years old, decided to just, he was escalating. If this story is true about him being, attempting to take somebody's life, and he was just let out. Let's read more into it under there. Okay, I'm reading this. So, of course, liberalism. You always got people, and let's look at him. We always got people who will say some shit like this, right? And there you have it. Root cause liberalism. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up. Jeez. People are tired of a lot of these politicians allowing this shit to happen. I mean, come on, look at New York City. I'm neighbored right over to New York City right now. Oh man, somebody, proud veteran. Pritzker is a fat little Hitler. Whoo, don't let none of his family find out you said that. Oh, see, Lance is Nance. Fool was charged under Pritzker's Operation New Year's Resolution in Illinois and paid 10,000 of a damn of yeah he paid pretty much 10% of the bond to get out. Somehow tonight this piece of shit got to Texas, must have flown, got surrounded with U.S. and killed himself. Yeah, this shit don't make any sense to me. I ain't a conspiracy theorist, but it don't make no shit to me. It don't make no sense to me. See, it turns political here. Now it says offensive content might be here. Is this his record? Or is this just anybody's picture that you can put up? That's what I want to know. People like they hate this fat POS. Look at this. Now let's go back. See? They're going to turn it political. They're going to turn it political. This is opportunistic right here. This is the nature of a lot of things. Uh, you know what? I'm kind of curious. Because I'm always hearing this murder rate in Republican. I want to know for my own curiosity here. I really do. Whoa, okay. Let's see if this is just, is this hyperbole or is this, let's see what they can back up here. Okay? Let's see if this is true. Republican controlled states have, is this Democratic propaganda or is this some truth here? This was in 2022. Republican controlled states have higher murder rates than Democratic ones. Study. Republican politicians routinely claim that cities ran by Democrats have been, that's my reason why I did this. Not because I'm defending Democrats, it's because I'm tired of hearing this bullshit. I'm tired of it. Damn. All right, so Republican politicians routinely claim that cities run by Democrats have been experienced crime waves caused by failed governance. But a new study shows that murder rates are actually higher in states and cities controlled by Republicans. We're seeing murders in our cities. All Democrat-run former President Donald Trump said, always the same shit. Always. See, this is what they both do. They harp on each other's shortcomings to make each other look like the other person's shit stinks worse. This is what they do. Forgive me, I had these retainers in, so I'm going to sound a little like that sometimes. That's what it is. You got to do your Invisaligns. You got to get your teeth right. I'm trying to save my teeth, So, this is, according to them, all the Republicans, everybody got a problem with Democrats. It's always the same shit. Okay? So, let me X out of this. In February, Senator Tom Cotton, a Arkansas Republican, blamed Democrats for the 2018 law that reduced some federal prison sentences, even though it was signed by Trump after passing a GOP-controlled Congress. See, this is why people online are stupid sometimes. This is the dumb shit that they say. This is the mud flinging that happens. And they look for scapegoats, stories like this of Romeo to push the agenda. When this man shouldn't have been let back on the streets after trying to attempted murder should have some weight to it. It shouldn't be like, okay, because of the nature of your crime, bail has been revoked. You will serve time here until you await trial, and that time, if anything, will be credited, will be added to your sentence. This shouldn't be like, okay, well, he had a reason to attempt to take somebody's life. She had that pocketbook that looked so enticing to him. He had to take it. I don't know what he did, what the situation was, but there's no sugarcoating attempted murder. Anyway, let's get back to this article. All right? Let's get back to it. And it says, we're seeing murders in our cities. Oh, I already read that. Last December, Republican Dan Crenshaw of Texas told Fox News Viewer, America's most beautiful cities are indeed being ruined by liberal policies. There's a direct line between death and decay and liberal policies. Oh, God. This is conservative country, people. Yes, you can coin that I said that right now. This is conservative country. We got liberal lunacy and conservative country. This is conservative country right here. But a comparison of violent crime rates in jurisdictions controlled by Democrats and Republicans tell a very different story. In fact, a new study from the left center think Third Way shows that states won by Trump in 2020 election have higher murder rates than those carried by Joe Biden. The highest murder rates, the study found, are often in conservative rural states. The study found that murder rates in 25 Trump states carried in 2020 are 40% higher overall than in states that Biden won, but this can probably fluctuate. The report used 2020 data because 2021 data is not fully available. The 5 states with the highest per capita murder rate is Mississippi, of course. I mean, look at it. Yes, Dexter Wade, Mario Moore, countless 600-something bodies that have been buried in the back of that fucking jail. Louisiana, Kentucky, Alabama, Missouri. Keep it classy, South. Keep it classy. There are some examples of states Biden won in 2020 that also have high per capita murder rates, which we already know this. New Mexico, Georgia. Yeah, we know that. Yeah, my friend from down there, he tell you he carry for a reason. Okay? And then there's Trump supporting states with low murder rates, such as Idaho and Utah. I mean, broadly speaking, the South, and to a lesser extent, the Midwest, have more murders per capita than the Northeast and interior West. Yes, so I'm always hearing this shit about New York, Newark, New Jersey, all this other stuff, and the South and the Midwest be clapping, you know? Maybe like Smith and Wesson or the Coca Brothers. I walk around town with the pound strapped down to my side, no frontin', just in case I gotta smoke something. Round here heads don't act the age. You might be another dead boy on page. Into the cipher with your lighters. Instead of these lighters, they talking about these, that night fire lighters. Yeah, all right. Bucktown, home of the original gun clappers. Home of the original gun clappers. I don't know if you know that, but that's 90s right there. Bucktown. Anyway. See? These findings are consistent with a pattern that has existed for decades in which the South has higher rates of violent crime than the nation as a whole. God damn. We as criminologists have known this for quite some time. Jennifer Ortiz, a professor of criminology at Indiana University Southeast, told Yahoo News. States like Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, and Mississippi, the cops are fucking executing people and throwing them in the fucking, or letting them die in prison and burying them in the back. Yeah, all right. Mississippi going Mississippi. Criminologists say research shows higher rates of violent crime are found in areas that have low average education levels. No shit. This is why I say, as a black American man, we need education. We need outlet programs. We need mentorship. We need all of this. But there's got to be a breakthrough, black people. My fellow black people, it got to be a breakthrough. You got to be receptive to wanting shit to be better. You know, I see people like Dr. Umar Johnson talking about we as black men need to take charge and take these single parent households by storm and take the kids and mentor them. Not, no. I'm not saying it because I don't want to do it. I'm saying it because the moment you express that their child is uncouth, they will make up accusations and goad their kids to saying you did something, you put hands places you shouldn't have put them. I'm telling you this now. If women accuse men, they can put the battery in the back and have the children accuse you of doing the same thing. This is how ingrained it is that a lot of people don't want to change, especially in a lot of places like the Midwest, the South. A lot of those communities down there, we got outliers, we got exceptions, we do. We got people who are the exception. Like me, I ain't about that street shit. Never been about that street shit. And I got past the phase where people were actually telling me, like, you know what? People used to tell me, oh, you ain't about that life. Oh, you corny. You this, that, and that. I'm like, so it's exciting. So it's exciting and stuff that you can fear for your life. It's exciting harming people, hurting other people, just to get by, just for fun, just for all this stuff. That's not good. And I can look back on you now. There was two brothers that used to hustle out here on the corner of my block. One got shot in his fucking head. He's dead somewhere. The other one died of a form of brain cancer due to him becoming his own clientele. But it was all well and good. This is the chicks that are all in one. These are the ones who start fighting. These are the ones be out there with their shirts down, their pants sagging. And where are they at now? I can tell you a lot of the Negroes who are around here homeless were the man in their day. But the calculations weren't quite right. There is a mentality where people just don't want to learn. And we as black people, good black people who are proud of being black, but we ain't about that dumb shit. We need to be like, you know what? We gotta save who we can. And that's like-minded people. That's not we can't force people to break the mold. We can educate them and let fate sort it out. We can't force people to be something they're not. This is why I look at something like Umar saying black men need to take charge and stuff. So, and this is where I agree with Mumia Obsidian Lee on his whole stance. He like, these women expect black men to be he said community eunuchs. We're not accessible, we're not desirable to a lot of these women until we are needed. That's not going to happen. And that's not going to happen. It shouldn't be that way. And he has to understand that. As a man who didn't marry the mother of both his daughters, of course he's projecting. But anyway, let's just read on. And anybody watching, wherever you at, shout out to you. Thank you for watching. I'm looking at the live views. If you want to drop a line and stuff, have a conversation with me, or you have a question about something, or you want me to look into something, we could do it here. You know, like I said, I do this for a hobby. I got spare time. I got a little bit of time left before I go. I have to go to the market, to the pet store, pick up some food for my dogs, you know. So, yeah. Criminologist research shows higher rates of violent crime found in areas that have low education levels, high rates of poverty, and relatively modest access to government assistance. Those conditions characterize some portions of America's South. Yeah, and the Midwest too, because we know who per capita is on welfare the most. And it ain't us. I'm just checking. My dog is moving. It ain't us. Like they like to say, they get online, they start talking that shit because y'all want to be, a lot of you podunk motherfuckers want to be down with a lot of these well-to-do people who are so detached from hard times. They judge everything with they know, they put their nose up to everything. And a lot of you people want to be associated with them because your skin is the same. It's not the same. I don't vicariously live through rich black people. I don't. So you telling me what Drake, how his record sales are, about Beyonce success, Jay-Z, that shit don't matter to me. It's all well and good for them, much success, but that don't make me want to be like, okay, I need to gravitate to them and live vicariously through them. See, a lot of these PC people like to vicariously live through other PC people. But we know reality, when they get off of X or Twitter, we know reality slaps them right in the face. And they poor as shit, just like any other person. A lot of them like to fake it till they make it, or pretend, or just be complete fakes. But that genetic community is a motherfucker, though. All right. They are among the poorest states in our union. Mississippi, I think, is the poorest. Alabama is the dumbest. They are among the poorest states in our union, Ortiz said of the Deep South. They have among the highest rates of child poverty. Unfortunately, that's sad to see, but it's true. They are among the least educated states. Alabama, anybody? They are among the states with the highest levels of substance abuse because people are down and out, depressed. They have nothing, no one to talk to, no psychiatry, no nothing. It is all about them just basically trying to find a way to cope. And substance abuse is coping. All these factors contribute to people engaging in criminal behavior. Yes, people, when they become addicted to certain substances, when they don't have no job, they don't have no education, they're stealing, begging, robbing, killing for addictions, and then they need to face the consequences of their actions. And it's too late by that time. I thought that was a very good study. Richard Rosenfeld, a professor of criminology at the University of Missouri, St. Louis, former president of the American Society of Criminology, told Yahoo News about the third wave report. Okay? While the third wave study divided states by a presidential vote using gubernatorial party affiliation leads to similar results because most states have recently chosen the same party for governor and for president based on presidential vote. 8 of the 10 states with the highest murder rates lean Republican. Damn. Okay. Although murder rates tend to be the highest in the South, the biggest increases in 2020 were found in the Great Plains and Midwest, according to the third way. The largest jumps was Wyoming? Wyoming. Damn. By damn near 100%. South Dakota by like 70%. Wisconsin. Milwaukee. 63%. Nebraska. 50. Woo! Damn. Damn. Are you trying to, you think, are you executing crimes in the name of Trump? What are you, free thinkers? Fuck. Oh, God. Anyway. Few large cities are governed by Republicans. 26 of the 100% large cities have Republican mayors, making apples to apples comparison difficult. But cities that do have Republican mayors do not have lower murder rates than similarly sized Democratic-led cities, study found. Some experts warn against the impulse to use crime data to score quick political points. Yeah, exactly. This is what they do. This is why I'm reading this to you, because this is what a lot of people online, a lot of conservatives on X and Twitter do. And you guys are the same, two sides of the same coin. That's my point. And like I said, they like to use people like Mr. Nance here. They use these stories to push agendas. I mean, one eye is down more than the other. I don't know. He looking like what's her name, Oprah on Color Purple. She got gun butted in the eye. But this kid, he's so young. He's had a history of criminality starting probably in his teen years, and has just been the same. He's just been escalating the older he get and the bolder he get. And when you have laws that allow you to get out on bail even though you attempted to take someone's life, is you're emboldening a lot of these criminals. Governor Pritzker and people in these bond systems, criminal activity like this damn near shouldn't have any bonds attached to them. I don't give a damn what you are, what race you are, where you come from. If you are attempting to take somebody's life, you shouldn't be like, all right, I just bail out, just bond out and wait for. No, people could flee. They could do all this other stuff. Let me see something. What does he say?
He even knew the guy.
Authorities say 10 minutes after that shooting, Nance shot another man in unincorporated Joliet Township who later died. Police. This newly obtained video shows one of the shootings police are investigating.
That was a dropper.
The suspect in a red Toyota Camry speeding off after police say he wounded a man in the leg. It's one of 4 crime scenes allegedly connected to 23-year-old.
So he went on a murderous rampage. A lot of these people might not be connected. Some might, some won't. It sounds like he went off on a rampage, y'all. This is somebody who definitely shouldn't have been out of jail. But they're going to look at what he is, and they're going to try to push that agenda. Especially, and it's close to Chicago. You know what they're already trying to do. See? Look at this. Let's find out.
Joliet police in Illinois tonight confirming the suspect they wanted was found here in Natalia, Texas at this Valero. This is a suspect that was wanted in the murder of 7 people and of course also injuring several others. We know this is a very expansive crime scene. This is the scene here where the vehicle that he was driving was located. Some of the U.S. Marshals were involved in stopping here. Our understanding, according to Joliet police, is that the suspect took his own life. You can read more on this story on ksat.com.
Let's see what goes on here. Let's see what people are saying.
Charge as well as a criminal damage to governmental property charge. Now, again, out here live, you see 2 mobile command units, Joliet police as well as Will County Sheriff deputies. We do know that the FBI is also partnering with this investigation. We asked police about a motive. Police say no motive has been known at this time. Again, family members as well as some of those correction officer colleagues of one of the victims remains out here. A lot of folks grieving, just wanting answers. Of course, we'll continue to follow the story and keep you updated on air and online.
All right, so like I said, it looked like he went on a rampage. And yeah, a lot of people are saying the same thing. The attempted murder. And he was shooting. He likes shooting at people. This guy was a psychopath. I'm sorry. There's no fault in me saying that. We don't see the thing you gotta understand as black people. We don't. When we're wrong, we have to hold each other accountable. We can't keep saying this. Well, white people do. We know the shit they do. The thing is that it's wrong, and we can't celebrate it at all. But the thing they like to do is use the law to clearly spite us by allowing people to walk after they've done heinous shit. This is why you got people like Tory and Rain Reloaded who got Operation Protect the White Boy and White Woman because we know that already. But wrong is wrong. We can't defend wrong. We can only call out the bullshit of how they protect each other when you clearly see what they've done is wrong. But wrong is wrong. Somebody said that bastard did what he did, then ran all the way to Texas just to take himself out. What a bitch. You know? I'm not going to even, entertain that because it clearly shows this dude had a history of just shooting people or trying to kill people. And what was this? A cry for attention to the police? Like, catch me? Y'all let me get away with this. Y'all let me get away with this. Y'all let me get... No, this is... Why? Why? Now, 7 to 8 people have lost their life because of this, because of that gap in between. That gap in between is why so many people lost their life. So, yeah, that's pretty much that right there on him. So, no, just know that Governor Pritzker of Illinois, if you're allowing people to just basically have this gap of time to come to court after something such as so serious as attempted murder, he's just giving them more opportunity. It's all about making bail money and giving a certain demographic opportunity to fuck up. It's all about that. It's all about, this is all capitalism to a certain degree, if you ask me. So let's look at something else I wanted to look at. It was just on the tip of my brain. Oh, okay. Here we go. And this is a bonus before I'm out of here. Interesting. Oak Brook is closing on 50 arrests of migrants for various crimes. Mother of daughter raped and murdered by illegal MS-13 gang sues Biden for $100 million. These are just different stuff people with all men. See, look, all men. This agenda is clear, not submission. Even black Americans didn't even want it. Yes, we have been very against it for a reason. Yes, and they sneak in. Please repost memes. Info's accurate. Nah, please. Whether they break the law as much as lower rate. No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. Let's see what the person responds to him say. Every soon. Oh no, this dude's bugging. Oh yeah, I get in the technicality of them being here illegally. Technically, I get what he's saying, but nah, I don't rock with that too much. Let's see. I put in migrant crime just to see what people are talking about here on X. Oh my God, are you fucking kidding me? They walked here to do it because they were wanted people in their country. Wanted people in their countries. Bullshit. I'm just looking at it just to see, just get a good gist of what's going on and what they talking about here. See, not much of them talking about it. There's only people online. Excuse me. Whew. Let's go here. Let's go back to YouTube. Let's go back to YouTube, okay? All right. Let's go back to YouTube. Let's put in, let's search it here. Let's go here. Let's go in the United States. Ah, shit. Chicago law gives migrants the ability to become police officers. Oh, God, I hope that's not the case.
House Bill 3751 in Illinois has passed through the state, House, and Senate, basically saying that non-U.S. citizens, immigrants, can become police officers and deputies, even though on the federal level it says that they need to be U.S. citizens. But the bill is saying, well, since they are already in healthcare and in the military,
they just as corrupt as white folks when they get on the law enforcement thing. Trust me, I know. Yep. More fentanyl stories. I talked about this hours ago. That shit ain't no joke. And a lot of them come over here and end up addicted to fentanyl. I'm not even joking about that. I'm not even joking about this whole situation with it. I'm looking into all these things, and I can't find a lot of stories here. I've been trying to find stories about it and stuff, and not much people are talking about it. Let's see what this person says.
Who I am, but you are really not smart enough to know who I am. But soon you're gonna know who I am. Very easy.
Wow, very easy. The entitlement.
No, believe me, I'm much better than that.
The entitlement, guys. Wow.
You will see soon. Yes, by the way.
So, are you antagonizing people in this video? I hate when people do stuff like that. Let's see. Let's see what's supposed to happen here.
It's the Roosevelt Hotel, right? It's the Roosevelt Hotel, right? Roosevelt Hotel, right? Yes, Roosevelt. Are you from Senegal? Senegal? Are you from Senegal? No. Where's that? Oh. You're from Senegal? Okay. Yeah. Are most people from here from Senegal? Oh, you are? Can I ask you a question real quick? Are you from Senegal? Oh, okay. Where are you from?
Guinea.
Oh, okay. And how did you get here? If you don't mind me asking, how did you get here?
Whew. Jesus, man. Damn, yo. Just it coming from everywhere, man. You know what? Are we gonna have to trade coasts, y'all? Damn. But I'm saying as for there, let's go back to here. Let's see.
This is Chicago's very own WGN Evening News at 4.
Story. Oh, great. Look at this.
New at 5, a pair of Venezuelan migrants has been charged with stealing almost $3,000 in merchandise from the Oak Brook Mall. Police arrested Luis Mendez Gomez and Frank Montes Davila. They were arrested yesterday and now charged with felony burglary and retail theft. Mendez Gomez was also cited for driving without a license. Police say the men went into Oak Brook Macy's with 2 bags and started filling them with items. Officers took them into custody not long after. The bags allegedly contained 16 high-end fragrances and a pair of pants. This is the second time in a little more than a week that migrants have been charged with stealing from the Oak Brook Macy's.
Yep. It's not just violent crimes, it's theft, just crime in general, you know. Then one of them, unfortunately, lost their life on Christmas. It's sad.
Breaking right now, a migrant is dead after a shooting outside the Gage Park facility. Alderman Ray Lopez confirmed the 28-year-old man died from his injuries. Police say he was on the sidewalk when an unknown car pulled up and someone inside that car fired shots at the man, hitting him in the head.
This was a execution. This wasn't like, okay, we're just, no, this was an execution. They knew just who to aim at. There wasn't no we just shooting it up just for the sake of it. He was executed. That's sad though, but anyway. Crime here. Fighting, assaulting officers, stealing. And some said that the police is like, you know what, we can't. She said she regret coming here. Let's see why.
Yes, I regret moving to the U.S.
4 months ago, this 19-year-old Venezuelan migrant arrived in Washington on one of the initial 120 buses.
And she got knocked up as soon as she got here. And we all know what that means. That baby is a citizen, which helps her chances of getting her citizenship. It helps a lot. We know the hustle. We know.
Sent by Texas Republican Governor Greg Abbott. Abbott launched the program in April to protest Democrat President Joe Biden's immigration policies. He chartered buses to send recently arrived migrants from the southern border to Washington. Another Republican governor, Arizona's.
I mean, I don't understand this to the life of me. Why aren't you sending them back? I'm honestly, why aren't you sending them back? Like, I asked this question, like, I don't give a damn if you're from Nairobi, Kenya. You're from Deutschland over there. Like, why, if you're not coming here the right way, why you sending them into the cities where a lot of them are homeless, where a lot of them have to turn to being either the criminals they were or they have become to survive. Why are you doing this to us? As American people, I have shit hard enough as is. Why are you doing this to us? Like what the fuck? And us saying this isn't like, okay, we have a just we hate people from other parts of the world. No. Why are you doing this? There has to be a way of this being done through There's got to be a better way. There definitely has to. It has to be a better way. It really do.
Doug Ducey followed Abbott's lead. In May, he also began sending migrants to the nation's capital. At the D.C. bus station back in April, Rosa, which is not her real name, told VOA about her plans.
Work, start fulfilling my dreams, my goals that I have here.
Rosa and her partner's journey to reach the United States was difficult. 4 times during their migration, Rosa
pregnant.
thought she was going to lose her baby.
She was
The
pregnant when she
couple
came
crossed
here.
the mountainous and dangerous Darien Gap jungle in Colombia, and then 9 countries to face a complex immigration process in the United States.
It's not what I thought. The lawyer charges you $10,000 to work with you on an asylum case. Then
God damn, yo. Now we know why this keep happening. You got stuff like this because, look, this is human greed at work as well. Like I said, the whole bail system is greed at the expense of the citizens and at the disdain of criminal, true criminal reform or criminal handle, like handling the criminals properly. Is at the I'm mumbling my words here. I'm a little hungry right now. I think I've been on here long enough, but you get what I'm saying, right? So now let's continue on.
10 years to
$10,000, and then they
be able to leave the country. I don't have a passport. If you don't have a passport here, you're nobody.
The couple says they are battling a legal system they were not prepared to face.
Yes, I regret having come to the United States. Everyone thinks that once you arrive in the country, you will see buildings like the ones in New York City.
While some migrants might regret their migration decision, Border Patrol officers say they encountered 207,416 migrants along the southwest border.
Shit. Damn. Yeah, man. It's crazy. It's too much. If you can't handle and take care of the people we have here already who are on dire straits, we got, like I said earlier, the poorest states in the South committing the most crime, mostly Republican states. If you can't handle that, what makes you think this is going to make it any better? This is no offense to anybody from Nicaragua, from Colombia, from Guatemala. This is no offense to you. The problem in this country is this is not the land of milk and honey anymore. This is the land of dog eat dog. And I see a lot of you come over here and you come here and you bring that anti-black rhetoric and you try to bully us with it. And that needs to stop. You know damn well a lot of your fucking cousins look like me. So get out of here with that shit, you know? Anyway.
A 14% drop from May. Of those, 92,274 people were immediately expelled from the United States under a health order named Title 42.
Una cosa es que yo lo cuente.
They think this is the American dream, but it's a dream that, in reality, if something were to happen to me here, this dream was not worth it.
Rosa and her partner are required to check in weekly with U.S. immigration officials through a smartphone application. They hope to apply for asylum. In the meantime, they await the birth of their daughter. For VOA News, I'm Malini Barros.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's more things. Family members identified. Let's see the names of the other people. This is back on the Romeo Nance situation. Let's see what we got.
A gruesome mass murder in Joliet. 8 people found shot to death.
Now, it happened on the west side, just a couple of blocks from Joliet West High School. The suspect tonight still on the loose. Nate Rogers is in Joliet.
Scott and Dawn, I tell you, a horrible tragedy here. The coroner's office has still not released the names or the ages of the victims, but we have been able to track down and speak with some family members that are actually camped out right here inside of this parking lot waiting for police to give them more details. Family members do tell us one of the victims happens to be a corrections officer.
Ooh, yo, anybody, corrections officer, a criminal, a jailbird, a corrections officer, was these strategic hits? Starting to look like that now. The more we get to know, and I think as time goes on, we're going to get to know that maybe a lot of this might have been tactical. Maybe my man might have been, even though he was a psychopath, he had an agenda. We might find out. Let's continue on.
Woman that worked at the Joliet Treatment Center. We're told for more than 5 years. Family members say she lived with her sister and her sister's 3 children at that house. At the second house, apparently lived the suspect's girlfriend and the suspect's uncle.
So it was
family. I've been a policeman 29 years. This is probably the worst crime scene I've ever been associated with.
Devastating screams from loved ones.
I know that crowd way too often, man. I've gotten it when we've lost people on cardiac arrest at jobs and things, when I was on jobs and we couldn't bring them back. Yeah.
And fellow correction officers, all heartbroken and in deep shock. 7 people killed, all of them shot to death, believed to be related.
You hear about it, you just don't expect that it happened to you.
Officers arrived on scene here in the 2200 block of Acres and found 5 people dead inside one home.
5 in one home.
2 others dead inside a second home around 12 noon. The suspect, 23-year-old Romeo Nance. Police started looking into Nance's whereabouts over the weekend after authorities say his vehicle was spotted at 2 crime scenes. First, after a 28-year-old man was found fatally shot in the head outside Pheasant Run Apartments. Secondly, a 42-year-old man shot in the leg in the 200 block of Davis Street.
We will do everything in our power here at the Joliet Police Department to bring the person responsible for this to justice.
Police say Nance is armed and considered dangerous. He was last seen driving this red Toyota Camry, license plate Q730412.
And I'm kind of nervous and scared because there's children around here.
He killed a family. A family. Man. And 2 more people. You know, the one, the Nigerian dude got shot in his head. Fuck, man. Oh. It's crazy, man. I mean, I'm losing the stomach for this because I'm a little bit hungry. And this is just like, just hearing about this whole Romeo Nance situation. And we'll never know why he did it. But we can say one thing for sure. He shouldn't have been put out on bail, given that he had attempted murder charge. And why isn't he in jail, though, for the attempted murder? Like that's something that shouldn't be glanced over, Pritzker. But it's not my state. I can't really do. We got issues here in Jersey, but it's not like I can't care. Because what can happen in one state, or you can simply be one election away from it happening in yours. But I digress, y'all. Anyway, have a good rest of the day. It's your boy Fury. I got some things to do. I might be later. I might be back on later with my friend Hound, and we shoot the breeze. Until then, see you soon, and peace and be one and all that good shit, y'all. Peace.